still sick. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Nepty, and yeah, I'm back. I'm back with a new Around the Reef. This one is with Mika West. He got top 4 at the Newton Abbot Regional. This one should be a good one. He goes very in-depth on a lot of the cards, and all around just a good guy to talk to, man. I actually interviewed him for almost 2.5 hours. Jeez. We just kept shooting the shit, but you know, that's what happens when you find somebody who is, you know, water kinfolk, if you know what I'm saying. We both absolutely adore this deck, so yeah, you're gonna have a lot to talk about, and I will be making a separate video of just our conversation, because we just had a lot to say, and there's a lot of cool nuggets in there that I want to share with everybody. So before we continue, please, as always, splash the like button. Then you can swim on over to that buoy bell. Fucking slap that bitch. That bell will let you know when I put out all my brand new high quality Mermail content, even when I'm sick, so you know you'll never miss a beat. And of course, join the Reef. We got a growing community. The Discord is popping off, and it is in the description below. If you're curious, there's a lot of us on there sharing our deck lists, you know, posting memes and all kinds of shit. So yeah, check it out. But without any further delay, since this video will be fucking long, let's get over to that interview and talk to Mr. West. Mika West! What's up, man?
What's up, Nepty? How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I know it's a little bit belated, but 4 months ago, or what was it, 4 months ago? When did this happen?
Yeah, 3-4 months, something like that.
That's okay. I mean, it seems like a eternity in Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's not really. Like, you just was the last format or something like that. So,
yeah,
it's pretty good. All right, we got Mika West. You sound like that's like a celebrity name. That's something I've noticed. Mika fucking West. I like it.
Yeah, man. I think there is like an F1 driver called Mika Hakkinen or something. So.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, I know him. He's all right. He's okay. I'm just kidding. All right. So, when did you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh, my good man?
I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh when I was 8, which was 12, 13 years ago. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, like before Mermails even existed, he was playing this game.
I know, pre-fish. It was a different breed. I was playing some crappy structure deck as a child, and it was awful.
Still top though. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's cool. So why do you play Mermails though, if you don't mind me asking?
I picked them up when they came out because like I was having a phase of just whatever was new I just pick up, and I remember playing them, and like I was like, oh, this is actually really cool, and like everyone else was like, it's terrible. I was like, oh, but it's still really cool. And then I got like most of the Mermails, like, but none of the like expensive pieces back in the day. Just not like the crap. But I've always like liked water decks in general.
Yeah.
And then ever since I've just kind of this is the one deck I've kept. Like I've rotated through meta and non-meta decks over the years, but Mermails has always been there, just on the side. And recently I've been playing them all the time.
Just on the side. I used to glance at the side of my room. Yeah, you sit over there in your corner. You fucking. No, I'm just kidding.
For me, like Mermails is. It reminds me of when I was like halfway there between me being a kid and like today. It's like a bridge almost, because I used to love like everything about Yu-Gi-Oh. Like when I was a child, I was like anime, books, you know, playing it, you know, playground, no sleeves, the elastic band, you know, all of it, the whole shebang.
Hell
like
yeah.
And I loved it. And then like when I bridged between that and like starting to play meta play, like I met Mermail. Mermail was like released, and you know, it reminds me whenever I play Mermail, you know, I'm killing someone with a deck that's like 8 years old. You know, this is awesome. You know, this is why this game's so great. It's not like other games where it's, the newest card is better than everything else, and you've got to play the new card to win. It's you know skill, and like any deck has like a shot if you know what you're doing with it. And it's like that's why I love Mermail so much in particular, for me.
Yeah. All right. So what was your record at this?
I went X1.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a really good day for me too, because obviously it was my first one, so I was thinking if I go like half and half, I'll be happy, right, with Mermails.
For real. That's bonkers.
And obviously this is when Brave had just dropped too, so I was like, oh no, you know, I'm gonna be sniping every game. And, like,
that's the adventure engine for anyone who doesn't know, by the way. That's the adventure engine translation, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make a free Omni negate for free. That's fine.
Exactly.
No, I really enjoyed it though. It was a good experience, and I really want to do more regionals. I've only done 2 or 3 now, and I really want to start doing them more actively. It was really fun.
That's cool, man. Oh, I'm so glad. Like, and honestly, I'm humbled and happy. Like, people, this is for my audience. Like, Mermails is a deck that I know you could say like, oh, everybody around the world just plays like the meta decks or whatever. Mermails has a sticking power around the world. Like, it really does. Like, Latin America, holy shit, there's so much love for Mermails. Oh my god, I'm just like, I love it. Like, I hear messages all the time. I'm from, it's just global phenomenon is Mermails. Something about like water decks in the ocean or something like that. Just, I don't know, hits a chord with people. So I just love it.
I know what you mean, because when I posted like a little video of just saying, look, I came top 4 in a regional, some guy in Mexico messaged me going, I won my local regional, you're a hero. And I was like, some guy in Mexico is playing Mermails and winning regionals, let's go. I was like so happy for him.
Yeah, that's so cool. Like, I don't know, it's so charming. Like, I don't know, I just love it. But that's cool. X1, that's sick. Do you remember your matchups?
Yeah, I remember the matchups. I was 2 Sword Soul with all the Brave, DP. There was a Floundries player, a Striker player, and PK Brave as well. That was my first game. So pretty tough matchups, actually.
Yeah, and you made it through.
I did, yeah. Just about.
Cool. What we can do is now we'll go to your deck profile.
Sick. Yeah, I'll start with Prince, the 3 off. Yeah, always play this at 3. This card is insane.
Yeah. If you don't play it at 3, I'll come to your house and I will, Anyway, go ahead.
I'll join him.
Yeah.
Like, Sender's cost, and then it's a Monster Reborn for Atlantean as well. Like, that's why I'm playing 1 for 1 in this build. Like, I really, really, really like Prince. It's like definitely top 5. Always play 3.
There's a reason I chose it as my avatar. Just saying.
Yeah, no, literally. Like,
I clearly have like an ocean boner for this guy. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I just love the cards so much. The fact that it is just one use is just sad, but it is what it is.
Well, you can normal summon infantry into Prince, and that's basically the exact same as Diva if you're doing your out combo, because Lappis Dragon's a tuner. So, like,
right.
Just,
yeah.
But it has its, hard ones per turn, but it's still insane. It's still great.
Right. And you got your new set of shiny Dragoons, your fucking ulti Dragoons. I'm so jealous right now. Ugh. Sorry.
Yeah, man. They're the best card on the deck. There's no question about it. It's insane. Add any C7 not once a turn. Like, oh my god.
In fact, the fact that most of Mermail deck is like not once per turn. I love this deck. I'm sorry. I'm just like geeking out over it right now. I'm just like fucking love it.
The fact I can't play a marksman is like soul crushing to me.
For real.
I really wanted him to be a one-off, and I tried far too much to make him a one-off, but I had to let go. I really like it. It pops a set, and if Eldlick or things like that were more dominant, I'd play it.
You're not going to offend marksman, I promise you.
I'm so hurt right now.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Like, I love marksman so much, and they're always, whenever you don't have it, you wish you had it. You're like, that stupid face down card there's gonna end my day. I know it is, and I don't even have my marksman. So you long for it, and then once you put it in, there's like no face down cards.
Yeah, they just vanish.
All of a sudden, yeah.
But no, so I'm playing 2 infantry. One of my mates who plays Mermails upcountry plays 1, and he keeps telling me to play 1. But I really, really, really like it too, because it has the inherent normal summon as well as the effect to pop a face-up card, and I really value that highly in the current meta we're in, and in the last meta we were in.
Yeah.
I really like it even if you need to, as a normal summon. And then because you're playing 2, you can still add another one from deck to hand later, and then pop a card if you need to. I really, really like it.
Yeah, I would say, like, I'll always run 3 now because of link format and just stuff like that, and the fact it's basically a Diva combo if you have Nepty too. But the fact you run 3 Arya, that makes up for it, and you can recycle with your whole fucking deck apparently. Jeez. Yeah,
no, that is the aim, and I've never like actually tried 3 if I'm being honest, but I've never like needed a 3rd. Like there's not been any game that I can recall where I'm like, crap, I'm missing an infantry.
Yeah.
So like I think 2 is just the number I've just settled on, just like kind of accidentally, but then it's just worked out really well for me. So
yeah, plus when you get them in and you're going first, it's kind of pointless. Like besides if you're not going to use them for the link plays, If you get like the fact you have 2 Megalo, I'm like, oh man, 3 infantry would be busted right now because it's no better feeling than double infantry popping shit and then summoning out your Megalo than OTK. But it makes, you can search with Arya, so that's absolutely understandable.
Yeah, and obviously you can pitch it on your opponent's turn to Mermail ABYSSGAIOS the link too as well, which is something I do like to do, depending on a, not an optimum board, but I've got that. It's nice interaction to have.
Wow, it's so good. They never see it coming either.
No, honestly, they don't. We're going on to the Mermail package side with Mermail ABYSSMEGALO, and I know it's a bit weird, but I like playing 2. I know some lists play 1, but I've never, be punished for having 2, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I've got the Morays in there as well, and the fact is a Sea Serpent, it's shootable, that's fine, but whenever I'm seeing it at 1, I just, occasionally it'd be like, I just struggle to, I want the second one, if you know what I mean, and, if I don't have the AVARICE in my graveyard for whatever reason, and it's, it's annoying, so I just put it up to 2. And it seems to work fine there. If you're playing 1, fair enough, but that's a preference thing. I actually,
you hit it on the head there. For me too, in my actual physical deck, I have 2. I always play 2.
Obviously, Megalo as well. Choose your deck for the Abyss equip or spell or trap. And in addition, negate is so dumb. Oh my god. I don't think this deck would be playable if we didn't have things that could stop a droplet, for example, with MIZUCHI. Honestly,
right?
That card. Yeah, and then obviously next to Mr. Megalo is the 3 of Mermail ADYSSTEUS, the best Mermail in my opinion. By far, it's stupid.
Hands down.
Yeah, it's level 7 again, so mix the Xyz if you need to, but it's not a Sea Serpent, which sucks. I really hate that about the card, but I think it would be a bit too busted if it was.
Yeah.
But that's a level 4 Mermail, and it's a special summon by discarding, which is great. So the card's just, again, great. 3 of all the time. Don't play 2 or 1, just play 3. It's great.
Yeah, don't be an idiot.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's mandatory.
There's some things I can respect, but sometimes I just have to say it. Just, come on.
Yeah, there's opinion and there's the deck.
There's opinion and there's. That's so fucking funny. Sorry, go ahead. I'm leaving that shit in. That was great.
The other 2 Mermails that I play is Gun and Pike. Those are the level 4 lowers, and I don't play any others. I've just found that playing the others just encourages too many bricks or too many rocky hands that I'm just going to struggle to get through.
You're damn right.
Pike is still a good normal summon. I really like my combo of Pike into Toad summon 5. So obviously when Nibiru was bigger, that was so important.
Oh yeah.
Obviously less important now, but it's still cool to have it there. And that's why I'm still playing Pike. It's still a good summon, and it's level 4, so you can do your little help combo with it to make Behemoth Shark. So it's kind of cool. Anyway, Mermail ABYSSGUNDE. The other
just this pause. Don't worry about the pauses. I edit all these out anyway. Sorry if I stop talking. That's your cue.
Understood, boss.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I used to play Gun at 2, and for a while I really liked it, but I just realised that you just don't need to. 1 is perfectly fine.
Right.
It's tutable on chaos, and the effect is really good, but it's not good enough for you to play more than 1. So I'd play 1, but it is really good. Obviously it gets you back your Teus, and that obviously then means if you want to, you can make the Dry Guy or the rank 7.
Yeah.
And it's a really good card, but players are one-off. Weird tech with it though. It is able to be sent off Toad. You don't get the effect, but you can discard it because it's an aqua monster, which is kind of cool, which I did realise a year or 2 ago, which was kind of nice. Interaction. You get to keep your Toad around if they're not actually going to kill it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's just a good thing to toss and study your Toad, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, keep him chilling.
Yeah, and your swap rocks trigger it, so hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then we'll go to probably the most bread and butter card in the deck, Deep Sea Diva. Best card in the deck. Without interruption, it's a 1 card full combo.
Yeah.
Get Prince into play, do that whole lovely combo from there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's generic too, so it's insane. And it's choosable off Aria. It's just a dumb card and amazing.
Right. Yeah. Ever since they expanded the deep sea stuff, my god. I know I say this all the time. Man, it's so good. It's just so good.
Yeah, it helped water out immensely. Aria as well is just such a strong card.
Right.
That just tutored any Sea Serpent that's level 4 or lower. Even if you need to, you can just get a Dragoon even. It's just so good. But no, Diva's insane. Please play 3, and if you don't play 3, then play 3.
I saw a build the other day that played 2. I got mad. I got real
Yeah,
mad.
I can imagine.
Fucking got so angry for no reason. I was just like, I'm unnecessarily upset. It was so funny.
And then other generic waters that aren't Mermail or Atlantean based is Deep Sea Minstrel, and that's a 3-0 as well. And I want to say this now. Information is the strongest thing this deck has got going for it. If you trigger Minstrel early, you know what they have. And knowing what they have, even if you get rid of a hand trap, they got one more left, you know what they have. And then you can play around it. The card is so broken. It's insane. It's nuts.
And it's connection, believe it or not, with Dweller. I know we're not on Dweller yet, but the fact I see you have Dweller, I run Dweller too. I still run it all the way to this day. But the fact we have a way to see our opponent's deck, basically, just with Minstrel and Moulin, like just having Dweller, you could just see it. You know what their scheme is. Not every deck is gonna have like heavy involvement with their graveyard, but that's just a perfect tie-in. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're perfectly right. Like when you see their list, it means you know you can change your combos to better suit, you know, an M board for that deck, and Minstrel revealing their hand is just so good, so good, really
Busted.
strong. 3 swap frogs and a rune totem. I don't play a Jeep frog. I used to ages ago, but you don't need to. Just 3 swap frogs and a rune totem is fine.
Staple.
Some people don't even bother playing the frogs, like that I've actually met. They just play Atlantean Mermail with like the Lappis Dragon and all that, and they just frogs. They'd rather have things like Ash, which is completely fine. Like I'm not playing any hand traps in the main, which is, you know, unusual. That's you know,
right.
Especially in Mika.
Yeah, especially these days.
Yeah, no, especially, you know, when 2 or 3 hand traps per opening hand is normal. Like
yeah, I don't play hand
none.
traps either. Yeah.
But Swap Frog is just so, like, you know, it doesn't take your normal summon, and they know if they don't respond, you're getting a totally awesome, and then you have the negate, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it literally forces it. Yeah, exactly.
It forces the hand.
The best part is... I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's so good that it bounces its cost, which, you know, so if they imperm or Veiler it, you just do again. You know,
Right.
That's just, like, insane.
Yeah, and the best part is when you're doing your Diva combo and you have Toad, if you just have 2 frogs, there you go. There's nothing in your graveyard. It doesn't fuck up your Pachinki play. I don't know. It's just so good. Like, it doesn't change anything with your Moulin Glacia count. It's just, I don't know. I used to not run frogs either, but once you get into like the more technical play, Swap Frog is busted. Ronin Totem is busted. You know, besides its, you know, brickiness, but yeah, there you go.
Well, even with its brickiness, you know, even if you don't have the moray, it's you just discard it to, you know, and you won't get an effect, which sucks, obviously. But you know, it's still a water monster, right? It's still, you know, it's still like it's still part of the piece. And if you do then get Swap Frog later, it's like, you know, you get a little bit value. But yeah, the brick does suck when you do draw it. Like, but that's gonna happen. That's the risk you run with the deck. Fishborg launcher as a one-off. Cheeky Jet Synchron, but without a discard for water decks. Tuner again, it makes Dry Guy, you know, it's part of the Ashima combo as well. It's really, really good. I would implore a lot of water decks to play it.
I actually am not sure of any deck that I've never seen a deck profile for Mermails without Fishborg in it. At least not in the last 3 years, 4 years. I don't remember either one.
That is correct.
That's correct because it's smart, not stupid. You know, exactly.
No other way.
Yep.
No.
I like Plague Spreader. Get out.
Yeah. No, it's once per duel, but that's fine. Like, it's just so strong again. And in a worst case scenario, you pitch it to like Megalo, and then you just Monster Reborn it, and then you still do your combo. It's fine. So, you know, again, if it'd be a brick in your opening hand, it's still like a good brick, right?
I don't think I could ever declare the Fishborg, even if you have a totally bricked ass hand, right? You have dog shit in your hand, can't do nothing with it, or can't do anything with it, and you just put it face down and then pray that they just kill that, can't OTK, and then you just go off and you could resummon it and use it again. So I don't know. It was like, I've had games where it was like that, like I got them back and then could link off, start going into Hulk and everything else. So but yeah.
Yeah, no, the fact it just sits in your graveyard, you know, and it just needs another water monster for it to like be online. It's really good.
Right. Where are we gonna find one of those? Another water monster?
Yeah, I know. There's not 28 in my deck.
Yeah.
Another random. This is a one-off Lappis dragon. It's a more generic sea serpent. Obviously, this is part of a Hack of Firebrax combo. You add it off Dragoons, and then you'll make Howg off it with the Deeply Diva. It's basically an extender just to make your combo more like definitive, basically. And it's actually an alright card by itself, but it's a really cool one-off, and it's for the combo.
Yeah, I love that card so much. I used to not like it. I'm like, man, because honestly, it felt like I just got it in my first 5 more than I actually drew it or searched it. I was like, come on, every single time. But when you get it to pop off, man, it basically, it kind of triggers your opponent to, you know, give them the go-ahead to use like an interruption for no reason.
Yeah, exactly, and that's partly why I play the Moray, because I'm a pro at drawing Roan Toad in my opening hand. Like, I'm great at it. I'll always draw Roan Toad without any top rock. Like, I'm great. And like Moray's just like, oh, you know that card you don't need? Yeah, put it back in the deck for you, bro, and we'll draw some more cards. It's like, oh, it's, you know, lifesaver, honestly. The Hand Rip, our favorite Moulin Glacier.
Oh, God card. Love it.
Yeah, ever since that card has been a thing, the card is horrible. Just discarding 2 cards at random, the amount of salt it generates, it's impressive.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, like, if anyone is playing Mermail or even a water deck, and there is a sliver of hope that you can make this semi-reliably, then I'd heavily pressure you to play it. Like, this ripping 2 is so dumb and important.
Yeah,
it's strategy.
It's a literal win condition of the deck. It really is. Like, most times, I'm not kidding, like half the time I whip it out. You know, it just, they scoop like half the time. It's stupid. They're just, you know, you'll usually hit the good stuff, so.
Yeah, no, the card is insane, and the drawback just doesn't mean anything, especially in the current meta. Like, it's just a dumb card. Obviously, so I play Monster Reborn as well. We'll just get straight to that point. And it is more of a niche thing. Obviously, I was playing this when DP was like at its prime, and I thought it would be hilarious. Go, Monster Reborn, take your DP.
Right.
Like, I just thought that, I don't know why, but like when I saw that was coming up in the meta, I was like, that's hilarious. Like, I want to do that. That's great. That's funny. And like, and it was great the one time I did it.
The one time I did it. I fucking love that. I fucking did it once. Once? You know?
Yeah, but it was at a regional, and the guy was salty as F. So like, I don't care.
That's my card.
Yeah, literally, like, it won me the game too. Like, DP is so dumb. But,
that's hilarious.
Like, ever since like we rotated slightly away from DP, I didn't take it out. Like, it is surprisingly useful. It, like, in Mermail as well. Like,
oh yeah,
you
revive Toad and then get another ditch of swap to the grave, or not Toad. I'm sorry, swap is what I meant to say. But
yeah, like, well, you can get back anything that the board state requires, basically.
Right.
It just fixes what you're missing. It's like, it's a really cool one-off, and that's why I just never took it out. It's just really good.
Yeah, there's too many targets, like revive infantry, another, you know, sea serpent. It's just stupid. Broken revive. I don't know. I'm going down your like list here. I'm just like, what would I revive? And I'm just like, fucking minstrel, and then get the ditch effects. It's just like, it's too good.
We've got 4 spell one-offs. I do like my one-offs. I've got many. I remember one time I had 12 one-offs, and that was a problem. But the 4 one-offs in here.
Sorry, you fucking got me with that. Fucking 12 one-offs. Hell yeah! We're not going for consistency. I want the opposite. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, back then I was. I don't know how I won any game. Jesus.
I got it this game. I was so lucky.
Yeah, literally. Right, we're playing 4 one-offs. 3 of them are generic and amazing, so I'll just go through those first. 1 for 1 is pitch to special summon either the Fishborg or mostly Prince. Generic and insane, really good. It doesn't take normal summon, and discarding a card is a very minor drawback.
Right.
It's like a savior if you know, the worst happens when the imperm comes down on the Diva. It's like, it doesn't matter, I've got the 1 for 1. I can just carry on as if nothing happened, and like I really, really like it.
Yeah, I love using 1 for 1 and then throwing something in the grave that you know you want in there, like a Fishborg. It's just like, oh, couldn't have worked out better.
Yeah, exactly, right. And like, it's not like, it's obviously it's a one-off, but it's just nice when you draw it. Like, it really is.
Yeah, the moment they give us more, I'm taking more.
God, if they did, jeez, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
Yeah, we can dream. Yeah, and obviously talking of too good, the last one-off that's generic, Caught by the Grave.
Yeah.
I wish this was at 3.
God,
I remember when it was at 3, and Mermail was just, it seemed invincible. for that period when I was
Right.
at 3.
Yeah.
But I still play as a one-off. I would really encourage any like Mermail Atlantean, especially water player, to really play it. I know it's a one-off, and I know you're not going to see it all the time. I know there's like, other than the moray, there's no really ways of getting it. But
Right.
even with just the moray in the one-off, you know, it's so satisfying when they go Ash to your Diva and you just go, nope, call by the grave. Abyss, Gale, Mizuchi. It is an ignition negate that can negate Super Poly and the Droplet and all that stuff. And
Right.
I really like I really like the cards. I've never not played it actually, and there was a time where I was playing Kraken actually, the monster negate over it for a bit, but
Right.
no, play this. It's really nice.
Yeah, especially nowadays. Man, I'm not kidding. Like Kraken was the card that I was like, I really want to play this, because the first time, like, let's say you play against a deck that's just really reliant on normal summon, like a Sword Soul, something like that, you just negate the first normal summon. There is no other normal summon. You know what I'm saying? So it's, I don't know. It's just like very powerful, but it's not worth it. It's just not for what age we play in now.
So dumb. Like I genuinely would think it would be a different deck if I couldn't play it. Like,
Yeah.
I really like ABYSSMEGALO, and that's why I'm playing Team Megalo, so I can more consistently get it out equipped on
Right.
turn 1 with my negates and stuff. Just because something like Dark Ruler or Droplet, without it, it's just so final.
Oh, it's absolutely busted. I think if I've seen builds without it, and I can't quite grasp it, but you know, I respect everybody and how they play their Mermails, but you know, I'll joke behind closed doors about it. But yeah,
I
like
mean,
Mizuchi's broken.
It is a brick. You know, if you draw on your opening hand, you feel terrible, and like
Yeah.
I've done it so many times now, it's like ugh. But
Yeah.
I just still see it as a negate, and it is a negate at the end of the day. So
In the wise words of Escrow, it's a brick, but it's a broken brick.
yeah, exactly.
Shit made me
That's
laugh.
precise.
That's perfect. Yeah.
And I know this sounds weird, but obviously people do forget Megalo is a 3,200 beat stick that can kill you. Like, I
Mhm.
remember someone sidewalking me and going, right, we go to game 2, right? I was like, yeah, oh wait, here's a Megalo that can attack you twice, and now you're dead. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
dead. And I was like,
That's what that deck
Like-
does. It originally was an OTK machine. Fuck.
yeah, and like it's really cool when you go back to your roots and you just put on the equip on Megalo, you tribute like the infantry or something, get the pop, and you just kill them, and it's really cool. And
Yeah.
all right, yeah. So the other 3 of in the deck, or more than 1 of, is Aria. I really like Aria for
Right.
multiple reasons. And unironically, the number 1 reason for me is it's bait. It's hand trap bait.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to let you hand a generic 4-level C7 from deck to hand,
Yep.
and they will ash. And then when they've ashed it, they don't have the ash for the Diva, you know, and it's one less negate to go through if you don't have the Minstrel.
Yeah.
Because they know if you're gonna let it resolve, you get the Minstrel, and then you Minstrel them, and then you know what they've got. So like it's so like insane, just like trying to open with it or with the Minstrel. It's just like a really good tutor as well as like bait, and I really like it.
Yeah. The fact you can just get Dragoon, it's mind-boggling in general. I don't know. I just like having if you have a Teus and you have one of these, and you have any way to get anything into the grave, which there are plenty of ways, especially in your build here. Like fuck, you have a million ways to send stuff to the grave.
Yeah, no, I do prefer like the more the easy way of just discarding constantly. Like that was kind of the build I favored overall. It's like it just seems to work for me better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and obviously we said earlier, but 2 more of Greed as well.
Yeah. My favorite card. I love that card so much.
I don't play 3. I can't fit a 3rd one in, but 2 is great.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I always
smooths
yeah
out
too. Yeah. And it's not once per
And,
turn, so
No, it's not. I have done many games where it's Moro Greed. Oh look, 2 War Monsters, another Moro Greed. Sick. I'll just Moro Greed again. You know,
yeah.
refine the hand just so you've got the right hand to win. Basically, It's
Exactly.
really nice. And with Minstrel, it's even better because if you do know that hand, it's like, oh, now I know the hand and I know what to keep and what not to keep, and yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Obviously, the very last card, I've got 3 Pot of Avarice. One of my favorite cards in the deck, personally.
Mhm.
Like, we're not talking just water monsters. I really like Avarice. The amount of times where it's like, draw 2, recover the 5 pieces, and it's like that just transforms the game from a I'm doing all right to I'm just gonna win the game now. It's like it's like
Yep.
constant. It's so good. Like I actually remember when I used Avarice purposely to go to 5 water monsters just so I could summon Moolian Glacier, and that felt amazing. Like, oh
Yeah,
my
wait,
God.
so were you the one that I heard that summoned it twice?
Yes, but it's hard once per turn, or like the discard effect is anyway. But
Well, I
still
mean, yeah,
summoned it.
but twice in a
But it
duel,
was still
though.
funny. Like my opponent was like, "Do I have to discard 4 cards?" Like, no. Sadly not, but
Yeah.
yeah, I did do that at the regional.
You gotta scare them though. Say, not this time, asshole. You know.
Yeah, not this time. Next time.
That's
No, I just like the sheer draw power, and the deck on my list anyway. You said it yourself. I discard so much that the recovery
Yeah.
is most welcome in this build.
Yeah. Like a basic Mermail player might have 8 cards in their graveyard, but it's like someone who even somewhat, you know, has a little bit more understanding of the deck can put like up to 15. It's absurd how many monsters you could put in your graveyard turn 1. It's just bonkers.
Yeah. No, it is a gas guzzler, really. Like, there have been games where I've not seen part of Avarice and actually gone, crap, I'm out of resource.
Right.
Like, I could win if I had a resource, but I don't, and that means I'm going to lose. And that's why the trade-off of Avarice is just so good for me, anyway.
Oh, dude, that analogy's great. We pilot a Hummer of a deck. It's just a fucking gas guzzler like crazy. That's crazy.
All right, I'm going to start with one of my favorite cards in the extra deck, which is Dragite. I hated ABYSSMEGALO when they came out. I despised them horribly. I remember that meta period.
Yeah, who didn't? Fuck that deck.
Dragite coming out with it was insane. Like, you know, it's a water monster that's a spell, trap, or effect negate.
Yeah.
That is so easy to make. And I'm like, wow, you know, we're not limited to Toad anymore. This is so good.
Yeah, so good.
Like,
spell, trap, negate, big body on board.
Yeah, please play it. You know, and I don't play this on my list, but if you're playing Nibiru as well, it can look for the Nibiru as well, just as some spicy random tech. You know, I really, really like it.
I'm not kidding. I never thought of that. Holy fuck. I like, because there's always that effect. Like, you could use the effect to mill. What the fuck? Yeah. Why did I never think about that? Holy shit. Mika, you're already doing what we just talked about. People in the comment section, in the whatever. He's teaching you. Fuck, he's teaching me. All right, go ahead. Sorry. I talk a lot.
Cool,
My bad, dude. I talk so much.
Random ideas over the years of this deck, man. Like, some of them are just
so good.
Some of them are, like, actually, like, you know, relevant, right, into the meta. And I really like Dragite. I would really encourage people to play it if you're playing water. Like, it's just such a strong generic card. And the other synchro is Desert Locust. That
asshole. I fucking love him.
Yeah. But, like, hey, what's better than 2 cards out of their hand? Well, 3, you know, like, it's really good. Hulk makes it, and obviously if you're not going to link away the Hulk, then it, you know, the Hulk has purpose, right? Yeah. I will say this as well. There is no Trish. Or I personally think it's outdated and just too much resource to make.
Yeah. Three bodies. It's just too much.
Yeah, and that is currently. That could change depending on what the meta does, you know, in the near future or in, like, you know, December or whatever. I don't know how long it'll take. That could change.
The ebbs and flows of the meta. Ooh, water pun. All right, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not playing Trish, and I know lists do play Trish, but I'm just playing the 2 synchros. And for me, you know, I use both of them just as much as each other, and it's fine.
Yeah,
that's like my opinion on the list. Right, Mermail rank 7. That I can't read its name because I'm stupid, so I'm gonna just get the card because I own it in real life. That's
ABYSSGAIOS, man.
Thank you, ABYSSGAIOS.
It's my pops, my daddy-o.
I have an ulti first ed, small flex, but okay.
I do too. Small extra flex back right at you.
Oh, savage.
Got him!
Where's your ulti Teus, huh? And Dragoons.
Oh, stop. No, don't bring the Dragoons up.
Yeah, there. Wait.
This dude's flexing hard on me.
Gaios. Great card. You can put your equipment on him, make him a 36 beat stick, and you know, the small line of level 5 or highest can attack as well. You know, like, even that, like, the worst line attack is still really good in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
The negate's great. The negate everything with attack less, whatever. That's great too. But, like, it's weird, some games where, like, it has that one material and they're like, oh, I can only attack you with a link and nothing else.
Like, literally, yeah. They're linked, and they always forget the level 5 thing. I swear, they always forget that. They just start swinging it. I'm just like, dude. Like,
I had people read the card and go, I'll swing. I'm like, what? Just read it again.
Yeah,
read the card.
Did you just hold it up to your face? Like I find the same thing with, like, ABYSSALACIA. They never read that card. I'm like, ugh, I don't know.
But no, it's got decent stats too, especially when you give it the equip as well. And I would not be taking this card out of the deck for a very long time. I would very much implore people to play 1.
Yeah.
In your build.
Yeah. Play 1 ultimate rare. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah. 1 ulti first edition.
Yeah, exactly.
Dweller. I really like Dweller, like
I
more
love
than
it too.
I should.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I can't stress enough like the amount of times that it'll do just enough work.
Right.
It'll do enough. It gives, like, for us, like playing Mermail, it gives the 500 boost, which is nice. But like,
Right.
when you like minstrel the hand and you see that they're playing a deck like, you know, Shadows or something, where, you know, the graveyard's more integral, you just like make a Dweller and you just know it's just gonna like carry you hard in that game. And I really like it as like an ultimate rank 4 to make.
Like, think about this. What is the card that everybody really endlessly wants banned from the TCG? It's Scythe. They don't want to be Scythe locked. So, like, Dweller is the Scythe lock of the graveyard. Straight up. It really is.
Yeah, no, it's so good and so strong for this deck. And the 500 attack boost is also like hilariously relevant a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be surprised. It's funny.
Super nice.
Next card, which I don't have in max rarity, which I really want in max rarity, is Bahumut Shark.
Yeah.
I have a horrible gold border one, which I need a secret at least. But
Yeah.
Bahumut Shark is so dumb. It makes a toad for free, and then you get to add with Dragoon. It's insane.
Pretty stupid. It's pretty dumb.
Yeah, like, if you're not playing this in Mermail Atlantean, then please start playing it. Like, you know, most people will be, but
Yeah, we implore
it's
you.
part of your combo. Yeah, it's part of your combo. You know, it's a one-off, but in my particular build with Avarice at 3, you can then put it back and do it all over again the next turn, you know, if you need to, which is kind of cool.
It's busted, yeah.
But yeah, and then the two offs is totally awesome. I used to play 1 for a long time, actually. And again, Mr. Chris H, you taught me 2 is much better, and he was completely right. 2 is the correct number. Making 1 off like the frogs and making a second with Bahumut Shark, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
like,
dumb.
That is a violation. That is horrible. Like,
But it's a fucking human rights violation. Fuck. It really is. Yeah, and you can do it rather consistently. You know, if you have like Diva and a swap, like, you're done. That's it.
And then
so
one
good.
can put back itself, and the other one adds like a water monster like Dragoons back to your hand. Like, it's so good. Like,
it's dumb good. Yeah.
Underworld Goddess. I got it in pre-release, I think. Literally when the set was like, it was a Thursday or Friday or Saturday, I can't remember. I pulled it straight in my deck, straight in. I read the cards like, yep, that goes in. That card is nuts, and it's never come out.
Yeah, I never heard of that until Terry showed me what it did. I was like, why have I never heard of this? This thing is so dumb. It's like, you just... Yeah, the first thing I thought of was the IP Masquerena tie with it, which I could see you actually play that, so...
Yeah, no, it's a kaiju, but just infinitely better. Like, you know, like, better and worse. Like, I love kaijus. Like, that's heresy. How dare I speak like that?
I know.
Underworld Goddess is good as well. Like, she's a negate when you're trying to special from grave, which is just, like, I'm using that negate more and more, actually, in the current meta. Like, that's not being wasted. And the negate everything on field on someone with the unaffected unless it targets with the IP.
It's a Dark Ruler no more, basically, slapping down with a 3k body.
Yeah, and linking away their like key piece as well. It's just like, as cost, it's just so good.
Yeah, it's a Called by the Grave, it's a super poly, it's a fuck you, basically.
Yeah, no, I really like it. And again, please play Underworld Goddess, or at least try it like in your build. Like, it's a really good way just to answer something that you can't deal with.
Right.
And obviously she's not a water monster either, but she's so good, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And then obviously the one Link 4 that is insane in any deck, Appaloosa.
Is that a floodgate? I'm just kidding, I'm just fucking with people.
I was speechless, I was like, what? Dumb card. With the current combo line we've got, we're easily making it with 3, if not 4 materials every time. You know, and 3 monster negates is just dumb. With, you know, with the Mermail line, just...
Yeah, it works with hand traps, against hand traps. It's so nice.
I don't need to comment on the card more than that. The card's just ridiculous, and most people know what God is. You know, a really strong card. And then, Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. My boy. Like,
the homie.
And a super sexy Ghost Rare one, but I really like this card. You know, with Teus or Megalo, with 2 other things, you know, with like a frog or something to make it, and then it's a non-targeting banish when you destroy something.
Yeah, it's busted.
I really like it. It's like, it won me a game at the regional. Like, you're not going to be making it every game, but like, when you're like, what do I do? And then you just see the line, the utility of it. You're like, yes, this answers it, and they're going to answer it back. I really like it, like in Mermails, and this list particularly. Anyway, right, we'll go to the Link 2s. we'll go with the Marincess first, an enemy.
Oh.
She's actually one of the ones that like I love hate. Like it's either like, oh my god, this card's saving me, this is great, or I just don't make it. Like it's a really weird like relationship with the card.
Or it fucks you over and you're like, wait, I can't summon that now. God damn it. You know, like it's just oh man. But when it works out, oh, it's beautiful.
You are locked in waters, remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to hate walking in the water, but
yeah. No, it's still really strong, and like not playing it at 1, you're then gonna regret it when you don't have it.
Right.
Especially when you're like getting back an infantry that you haven't used the normal summon effect yet, then you know it allows you just to recover or extend even more. I really like it.
Yeah.
Right, Mermail Abyss Glacier, one of my favorite Mermails.
It's my favorite card in the extra deck, believe it or not.
Yeah, like it does so much.
Right.
Like, and it can roll reverse the game so easily too, if not properly like looked out for by an opponent. You know, foolish barriers cost to monster reborn something, and then you thing you're sending will then trigger as well. Gorgeous, like amazing.
Yeah, yeah. The double pop for the search, and then it dies, and then you send infantry, pops again. It's so much work is done, and the fact you get a pop on your opponent's turn is more important than your actual search. You know what I mean? I was just like, I don't fucking care about the search. I'll just take the pop. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, it is insane, and the cute little 500 attack sometimes pushes you over the 7,000 to like the 8,000, which is nice as well. So.
Yeah, the cute. Yeah, and then the revive, you can revive Toad and then get another negate. Like, so dumb.
Yeah, it's so strong, and you know, this is one of the ones I'd implore people to like definitely play, not like a cool like this is like very necessary in like water combo for like Mermails.
Yeah.
And then we've got one of my favorite cards, like in Yu-Gi-Oh, Boojins. We get to play Bujinki Ashihime. Like, fun fact, I love Boojins. Boojins are great. I was playing Boojins years and years ago, so
really?
I can now play Boojins and Mermails. I love Boojins. Like, I got the structure deck, the tin with Susanu with Platinum Rare, I think it was, or like the horrible like fake ultimate rare.
Mm-hmm.
And like as a kid, I just like slapped it together with like my old deck. I just put them together, like fused them, like no concept, no like thought of anything. And I just love Boojins.
Yeah.
And like ever since, like always had a soft spot. So as soon as I realized what Bujinki does with Mermails, I was like, yep, playing it straight away. Like the card is so strong.
So strong.
But the downside is meaningless in comparison to what it's enabling you to do, which is basically make a free Toad, Bahuma Shark, and a free Appaloosa. That's doing all of that. Yeah, and a free ad.
In my build, I play one of the access code, and at the end of the day, if I need to pop something extra, I just pop a Bujinki. Like you could use it and then pop something. But that's just my own. That's my own style. Like everybody has their own style of play and their own toolbox, their extra decks, like their style. But yeah, that's why I love it.
I try access code for a while, but I don't know why. I think I just preferred like the Goddess and the BLS link over it. But I do like the interaction of access code pop with Bujinki. That was really nice.
Right, like I don't play 3-pot of Avarice. You know, like I don't play that, so I don't have ways to get my Megalo back. And when they stop my Megalo, I still have a way to OTK, and that's very important to me to have that extra piece there. It's because of my build is different. That's all there is to it.
Crystron Hackofibrex.
That son of a bitch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like, it's a water monster, fun fact. Like,
yeah, we got lucky with that, let's be real. we got so really fucking lucky.
That was pure coincidence. Like,
for real.
No, they couldn't make it could have been too done with Earth Machine. That's the real reason.
Right, obviously.
Yeah, obviously the card is insane. You're going to be getting Fishborg 9 out of 10, but if you need the extender, you can get the Minstrel, the Deep Sea Diva out just for the extra tuner as well. You know, and it's in the hand rip afterwards. Gorgeous, insane. Broken card. And
I play Linkaribo, and if you get Halcofibrax, if you have a tuner and anything, that's an access code right there. It's fucking easy clap.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah,
and obviously the last card is IP Masquerena. Again, not quite Halk's level, but nearly as good. You know, being able to link on your opponent's turn, especially when you're playing Goddess.
Yeah, man, preach it. I don't play this card, but I know this card in and out because it's been used against me, and I fucking hate it. But go ahead, preach it.
Going. Oh, by the way, now I've used a couple of my negates. I'm gonna link away your key piece into unaffected, captured by card effects. Dark Ruler no more. That's a negate for the graveyard. Is ridiculous. Like, that is so game winning, and it's so unexpected too. It's like, oh, I'm happy with my combo. Oh, and they've just Dark Rulered me during my main phase using my one monster I needed.
Yep, and he's of course referring to the goddess, of course.
Yeah,
oh my
goddess
God.
is
so broken.
So like, those two cards work so well in sync together, and yeah.
Oh, and then goddess's anti-summon effect, that was just amazing.
Yeah, no, it just works so well. Like, if anyone is like ever wanting like a killing blow on their turn to then win, that is like a killing blow for someone's combo, honestly. Yeah, those are the two spots that the extra spots in the extra deck that I want, is the goddess and the IP. Straight up, just I love it. It's good. All right, Mika, now it's time for the fun questions. All right, and the same thing, I ask everybody this. In your deck, besides the main two archetypes, what is your favorite card? So besides Mermails, besides Atlanteans, what is your favorite card as a whole thing? If you had to pick one of them, what would be the one that you would you can't play without? You just have to have it in your deck. That's a toughie. Yep. Only one. Probably for this build, and like for the impact, and like on my list, would not the Trish, Moon and Glacier. Probably. I'd have to say it, just because I'm not playing much other hand loop, and the impact it has on my opponent is so devastating for me.
Yeah, no, that was Terry's answer too. Fuck, I'm about to eliminate him from the option. Okay, so the other option for him, I believe we determined, was his Avarice. What would be your second choice?
I was about to say Avarice as well.
Oh, fuck! All right, that's it. Okay. So, it's like, no, I'm not gonna cross out anymore. All right, so okay.
Okay, well, there is another one, and you know, this is a card that everyone knows. Monster Reborn.
Yeah. There you go. That makes sense.
It's an OG card. Like, for me, it's got so much history. You know, I've had the cards since I started playing.
Oh yeah.
And today, I'll draw it and be like, yeah, this does it. This does what I need to do. Like, it's a great card.
Isn't that crazy? The same artwork I'm looking at right here on the list you sent me. That's the same card. I had that card when I was 12 years old.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like,
I'm fucking 33, man. Like, what? Yeah, it's a staple, man. It's just a beautiful... The artwork itself, like the original artwork, that artwork, is that the original? Or is the weird cross one the original?
I think the cross is the original. Don't quote me on that.
Really? I remember having that artwork when I was 12, so, I mean, I don't know. But either way, yeah, that's a good choice. Okay, then what is your favorite extra deck monster?
Now, if I say Toad, that means I'll be really sad if he does get banned. So
that was Terry's choice as well. You guys are two peas in a pod. Like,
so to change that, I will say, just because I remember Connor having it in Ghost Rare, Blacklist Soldier, I will just, like, you know, I remember just seeing in the shop.
There we go.
And going, oh my god, this card is like when I was reading it, this card is nuts. You know, I still think it's really good. Like, you know, for me.
Yeah, Connor, if you're out there, good shout. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know it was your idea, but you know, he thought it was good, so you got the confirmation. Yeah, exactly. We'll start a war of whose idea it was. No, I'm just kidding. I'll edit this so it's totally your idea, so it's fine. Yeah, so Blackluster Soldier of Chaos. I love that card. I keep putting it in and I take it out. Then I put it in and I take it out. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but you know.
I think you do need to like the play style for it to be like in 15 and not in 17. Like, you know, like it'll be like this 16th or 17th card slot, and I can see why it kind of flip flops. But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So now my favorite question to ask people, because no one ever has the same. I mean, they sort of do have the same answer.
I'll say, don't tempt me and Terry. We might do this.
Yeah, man, I gotta get you both on at the same time.
Word for word. Yeah. What he says.
Yeah, so I'm like, am I still in the Terry interview? What's happening? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so if you could make a card that would help Mermails go the distance even more than it does, because there's people like you out there and Terry out there that carry this shit. If you could make one card to put in your main or extra deck, what would it be?
Okay, I'm gonna point this out. That's a huge question, because
well, you got 4 seconds.
That would depend on the type of meta we're in at the time, because like, you know, I could make a card, but you know, then in a year it'd be moot. So I'd probably aim for, I don't know if you know Torrential Reborn. I would probably make like a quick play spell version of that, but not whenever like you know, but for whenever like I'd do it for like the turn maybe. But like if for each card that's been destroyed by battle card effect by your opponent this turn, you just res them, like you revive them.
Yeah.
And then you make a card once per turn, make it a quick play or something. Because I used to love this card when the format was slightly slower, because it would just revive my entire game.
Right, I do remember this card. Like, my little water brain was just flapping away with its flippers, trying to figure out a way to work this thing in. Yeah, this
something
thing's dope.
like that not as a trap and as like a quick play spell, or even as just a normal spell, even. You know, I don't know, like something like changing that card slightly. You know, I know that's a card that already exists, kind of, but you know what I mean? That would be like what I'd be aiming for, because I think that'd be like so generically good that you know that could stick in for a while, like from being tactical.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good idea. Mika West, I appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks for being on Around the Reef and spreading your wealth of knowledge all over the guppies. Spread that wealth of knowledge all over the guppy. It sounds gross. Anyway, I appreciate you being here today.
Yeah, thanks, man. Cool being here and talking to you, and you know, it'd be cool to do more stuff in the future too. So really, really cool, man.
Yeah, man. I feel like I made a friend today. See that? Just reach out and just make shit happen. I love it. What a guy. What a swell lad. What a great interview. Am I right? If you like this video, please splash that like button. And then you can dive on over to that buoy bell. Give it a love tap. And join the Reef. We got a lot of stuff going on. Head over to the community tab and see all the questionnaires, polls, and everything else. And also join the Discord. It's in the description below. A lot of fun stuff going on in the Reef today. We're growing this channel one little fish at a time. So stay tuned for more shit. But until next time, boys. Bye.